Hey guys, Troy Francis coming at you from Warsaw in Poland. So look, NO-FAP, what about it? Should you do NO-FAP? Is it going to make you into a superhuman with amazing powers of discernment and creativity and energy and acumen and all the rest of it? No, basically no. I mean, look, the NO-FAP thing gets talked about a lot. Often, I'm on Twitter, right? And often guys on Twitter will, there's these weird cycles of this stuff, you know, suddenly NO-FAP becomes this thing and everyone's talking about NO-FAP, and then they're talking about sunning their balls, and then they're talking about, you know, pornography, obviously pornography connected with NO-FAP. Science-wise, okay, because these guys will try to claim, the more extreme NO-FAP guys will try to claim, look, if you don't FAP, and by the way, if you're unsure what this terminology means, we're talking about masturbation, all right? These guys basically say don't masturbate, and some of them actually, it goes further than that. It's not just about that. It's also about semen retention, okay? So it's also about, some guys will even say, even if you're with a girlfriend, you're with a partner, and you're having sex, don't ejaculate, because if you do that, you're letting out your sacred essence and all of this kind of thing, and it's going to sap your energy. It's going to sap your something vital from you, okay, that you could otherwise have used to create an amazing business or an amazing work of art or whatever. You know, you've got this amazing energy, and if you allow it to leave your body in the form of ejaculate, then you are going to F yourself over, okay? Is it true? No, of course not. It's a load of baloney. Look, my view on this is very simple, okay? I think if you are jerking off 24/7, you're spending hours a day in a darkened room, fapping, and you are, you know, and it's becoming an impediment to you doing anything else, or you are tired all the time because of it, or you have no motivation to go out and do other things, and particularly, you know, as well, if you're watching pornography, which a lot of people may well be doing, if that's, you know, their preferred habit. Sure, that's a bad thing, right? I mean, I think you'd have to be an idiot. You'd have to be a complete numbskull to think that that was anything other than suboptimal, okay? So sure, if it has become a problem for you, then you need to find means to curb it, to tone it down, okay, to stop doing it as much. But to say that if you don't ejaculate, it's somehow going to make you into a superhuman, you know, deity or like a Marvel superhero, it's obviously bollocks, okay? It's obviously nonsense. It's unscientific. It's bro science. It's not even bro science. It's superstition, okay? It's like astrology for guys, okay? It's just not true, all right? Now, I actually went through a period of doing NO-FAP, and it was basically because I wanted to do a dopamine, what do you call it? A dopamine detox, okay? I wanted to just really do hardcore dopamine detox for like a month or 6 weeks or something. I was like, right, okay, so I'm not gonna FAP, I'm not gonna do that. But there was a lot of other things that I toned down as well. I even toned down like listening to music. I didn't really even listen to any music for that period. I kept it all very sort of, I kept my external sort of entertainment to an absolute minimum, okay? And the reason for that was because I wanted to try and reset my dopamine levels. I wanted to sort of just not have these kind of external things that were going to take me away from my feelings and give me this kind of artificial pleasure for a period of time. And then I wanted to just cut all that out and, as we say in recovery, face life on life's terms for a period of time, okay? Because with a lot of this stuff, whether it's fapping or sex or alcohol or drugs or nicotine or any of these things really, what we're doing is we're looking for that high in order to take us away from our feelings or whatever problems that we're facing, our fears, really. I mean, a lot of this stuff is based within fear, actually. And we're looking for something to temporarily take us away from it. The problem is, and it can work. I mean, if you do crack on the subway in Berlin, then for a period of time, it's going to take you away from the negative feelings that you have, okay? Without a doubt. But the problem is when you come down and you sober up and you start to come back to reality, you tend to feel even worse than you felt before, okay? So look, I mean, yeah, sure, if you are escaping your feelings by fapping the whole time, that's a bad thing. But as I was saying, I mean, to imagine that it's going to give you some kind of superhuman power is nonsense. Now, in this period where I was off it, They say that after 7 days, your testosterone spikes, okay? And I have seen it, and this is with NoFap, and I have heard some people say, so really, it's only worth doing for 7 days, or 7 or 8 days or whatever, because that's when the testosterone spikes. And after that, it really levels off in terms of the benefits that you see. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But certainly I hit the 7-day point and I didn't notice any, they talk about, oh, you got this amazing focus and you get this amazing energy and you can do anything, you can take on anyone, and women start looking at you because you've got all this power. I didn't notice any of that at all. It didn't make any difference at all in any of those, in any measurable way. Okay, so that was the first thing. But then I carried on and I kept it going, I think for 6 weeks in the end. And by the end of it, and it's kind of embarrassing, I actually ended up with a urinary infection. Okay, and when I went to the doctor, because there was blood and all this kind of stuff, I went to the doctors and spoke to him about it, and I mentioned the NoFap thing, and he said that it could actually have been connected. So far from me seeing this amazing kind of results and oh my god, it was just I just transformed my life, I actually ended up with a urinary infection. So you've got to be a little bit careful about this stuff, guys. No one on Twitter is a doctor, no one on Reddit's a doctor. Well, there might be, some people probably are, but I mean, a lot of these people putting this stuff out there don't really know what they're talking about. They're building a brand. It's kind of nonsense. It's kind of superstition. And look, I mean, with all of these things, boring as it sounds, moderation is key. It's the same with alcohol. I mean, I haven't drunk alcohol for 20 years, but the reason for that is because I have an addiction issue with alcohol. Okay, if it wasn't for that, then I would just say, as with everything else, moderation. Okay, don't get hammered every night. All right. Don't fap every 2 hours, okay? Moderate, okay? It doesn't mean cut it out entirely, just don't do it the whole time and don't cause yourself problems in that way. I hope that's cleared that up. I don't know, let me know what you think below. Maybe you think differently. Maybe I'm totally wrong, maybe I'm just bullshitting, but this is my experience and it's certainly borne out by other people that I've consulted on this particular issue. If you would like to have a conversation with me about your dating life and how you can improve it, and if you want to talk about how we can maybe strategize to work together, link below for my Calendly, book a free call. Also, please do subscribe to the channel, put a comment below, give me a like, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.